morning, beloved. This is Pastor Rodney Adams, Big Calvary Baptist Church, with a moment of meditation. Beloved, there is much bewilderment, confusion, and chaos in this season of uncertainty. But one thing that we can be sure of is that God expects us to continue in these moments to do good. Doing good means doing what's right, what's appropriate, what's venerable, what is necessary to add value, dignity, and respect to a person or a situation. In Psalm 37, verse 1, the Bible tells us to fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Beloved, God tells us here to not focus on what others are doing, to take our eyes off of the wrong, the unjust, the injustice, the error of others, and to instead keep our focus on Him, to trust in Him and to do good. He says if we do that, we will continue to dwell in the land and will be fed. That means that God will continue to meet your needs, beloved. So keep doing good. In Romans chapter 12, verse 17, he says, recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. In other words, don't start doing wrong because others are doing wrong. You continue to do the right thing. Be honest in the sight of all men. Let them see you maintaining your integrity. Let them see you continue to walk above board. He says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Try to get along with everyone, beloved. That may be difficult at times, but as best as you can, try to maintain peace. He says, but dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. God tells us that if our enemy is doing things to us, He's the one that will repay them. You don't always have to retaliate, beloved. Let God handle that situation. But He does tell you how to handle it. He says there in verse 20 of Romans chapter 12, therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. God tells us, don't allow evil to overwhelm you. Instead, overwhelm the evil by doing good. You see, Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14 reminds us that here in this present world, we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. This world, beloved, is crumbling. It's perishing. The Bible tells us it would. And so as you are living in this perishing environment, your job and my job is to continue to do good. But we are to do it by the strength of God. That's why verse 15 of Hebrews chapter 13 says, by Him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to God continually. That is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to His name. But to do good and to communicate, forget not. For with such sacrifices, God is well pleased. Beloved, in the midst of chaos and confusion, in the midst of uncertainty, in the midst of a lot of trepidation, God expects us to do good. And when we do good, when we walk in love, when we walk in peace, God is well pleased. And God repays us for the perspective, the attitude, the behaviors, the mannerisms we exhibit during these critical times. In Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, we're told, be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. How we treat people, beloved, is what comes back to us. If we exhibit kindness, God will ensure that kindness comes back to us. But if we're cold, if we're indifferent, if we're harsh, you better believe, you better prepare. Somebody's going to be cold, indifferent, and harsh to you. Beloved, the Bible repeatedly teaches us that we should seek opportunities to do good. And regardless of how others act and behave, we should not allow this to impede our character. You see, we represent Jesus Christ, and he himself admonishes us that regardless of how others around us may act, we should continue to do good. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 43, Jesus says, "You've heard that it hath been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans and sinners the same? And if you salute your brethren only, what do you more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect." Beloved, God is calling us to be complete. Being complete means not just knowing what the word says, but actually doing what the word says. And God is calling us in this moment to do good. It's a moment of meditation. I'm Pastor Adams. Think about it.